Okay, the throwback-ish. The throwback-ish. What's going on, everybody? This Coach Greg Adams back in here with another YouTube live stream. Shout out to the Coach Gang.
And that's you.
For being in here, being involved, and being active on this YouTube channel. And welcome back to Tuesday night. Tuesday night, Gordita. We got a great show for you today, and you in here with the Bruce Wayne of this ish. It's the King of Kings. It's the King of Content. It's the speaker of truth, yours truly, the notorious one, a.k.a. Mr. Coachellini, better known as the prognosticator, Coach Stradamus. And you're in the Desert Storm bunker with none other than EWF. That is every woman's fantasy, but you can call me CGAC, God Allah, and I'll be the 14-time demonetized champion of YouTube. Great show for you lined up today. Well, we're going to talk about you Mitch-ass ninjas who like to argue with women and these other traits that we see men exhibiting in this space and outside of this space in their recovery from their red pill rage. We're going to talk about those traits and why those traits make you indeed feminine. Why those traits indeed make you feminine. All right. We got a great show for you lined up today, and we're going to just chat, hang out, and all of that in the boom, bap, and chill. So buckle your seatbelt and get ready for the best entertainment here on YouTube, bar none. The notorious one. And we'll handle some business to contribute to today's show. $ the Notorious CGA on the Cash App, Venmo, Coach Greg Adams TV, PayPal, paypal.me/Coach Greg Adams. And that is near the top of the description box on the Free Agent Lifestyle channel. And you can super chat by clicking the link on the top of the live chat. New world on the Free Agent Lifestyle channel. Derek Year got in here right as the stream ended this afternoon. And he says, hey, Coach, I just came to the realization from my mom's stories that she sold coochie in college because she was in a bind back then. Yes, indeed.
I'm in a bind, Nate.
It made me sick to my stomach. Hashtag boss up season, no. Woo, way.
Better boss up, nigga.
He said, my mama sold coochie in college. All right, shout out to her.
When I start selling pussy, I don't want to hear it.
All right, shout out to moms. And moms had to do what she had to do. Yeah, very much. A lot of y'all moms was whores and skeezers. That's a reality check. And, you know, it's the oldest profession for a reason. But, yeah, some of y'all mamas was this. They had a great show. Especially suburban moms. Watch out for them. Some of them suburban moms definitely sold coochie back in the day. You know, they used to be backstage with Def Leppard. All right. They had to sling that hot box. He didn't have the stomach for that. He was throwing up. Yes, he did not have the stomach for that.
Do you have the stomach?
You don't have the stomach. There was a great show called All American. I can't remember what it was, but it was Tay Diggs. He was a football coach. And every time I see people see me, they be like, hey, you look like that guy on All American. I'm like, hey, I've heard this since the 90s. I get it. Thank you. All right. But in the show, they had a white couple, and this white kid, he was kind of like he was a wide receiver, and he had a chip on his shoulder, and he had the typical white husband, white father who was successful, and the trophy wife mom. And people wonder why he had a chip on his shoulder. Well, come to find out in that show, the mom was the escort, and the dad was the John, and he married his escort. All right. He married his escort. Who remembers that show, All American? All right. We getting to talking here. TV show. Let me see the white kid. Let's see if I can find this. There's a white kid in there. And let's see here if I can pull it up here. Let me see if I can see white kid and his mom. Shoot. I don't know if they'll be able to pull it up here because it's, let me see. I'm going to say football show. Okay, I think, no. Yeah, okay. I think this might be the kid right here. Let me see if you guys are seeing my feet picture collection. Oh, you guys almost saw my feet picture collection there. I'm going to have to capture it over here. But I'm going to see if I can throw this up here on the screen and see if we can research this. But I believe this was the kid right here. This kid right here, yeah. It's been years since I've seen this, like years. But his parents, his dad was a rich, successful, typical, stereotypical white guy. And his mom was like the trophy wife. But the mom was an escort. Yeah, let me see if I can find it there. Parents, and they were rich, kind of a rich family. Yeah, it's such a hidden character that it's hard to find. All right, so it would be hard to find pictures of that. Anyway, yeah, I remember that part of the episode. Who remembers that? And they went broke. They end up broke. Yeah, so that was an example of what he was talking about. Mom was selling coochie through college. Well, that's what happened too. And they end up going broke. Yeah, I remember that too here. That was an interesting episode there. Interesting TV show. And it had a lot to do. They had some goofy shit in there. I think it was right around, I want to say 2020. So they was doing the whole protest bullshit. I was like, come on, bro. And everything was, I'm a black kid from Watts type shit. You know, I don't like to watch TV shows like that. I don't like to watch TV shows like that. I hate that shit. Because I'm like, nigga, it's 2020 and y'all still raining on this. You don't understand. It takes me a lot to get to where I need to be. And I'm just a poor black kid from the ghetto. He ended up getting shot and shit. I was like, oh, Boys in the Hood all over again. Boys in the Hood for TV. All right, anyway, don't let me get on that. I'm going to piss off the pro-blacks. Well, they're not here. It's too early. It's too early in the show. All right, but anyway. Damn. I wish they had the scene with the mom in there. But yeah, that was one of the big revelations, that the mom was an escort and the dad. Oh, here we go. We do have the dad. Is this the one? Yeah, that was the dad there. I think that was the dad. And let's see if they have the mom. Nah, they didn't have the mom, but she was kind of a trophy wife biche. So anyway, yep, we were talking about mom selling punani. If you're just joining us, a guy said his mom was selling punani.
When I start selling pussy, I don't want to hear it. When I start selling pussy, I don't want to hear nobody say shit. When you see me on the corner,
and
bitch, mind your business.
That chat came in as I was dropping the mic. So shout out to y'all. Shout out to Juco Trick and Training says, when you said most, if not all the material things men want would cost $500K or less in total, you were 100% right. You can buy luxuries all day long if you can afford it, but everything loses its novelty. Watch 10, he says, won't mean anything close to your first luxury watch. Yeah, this is true. This is one of the reasons why men often are seen as people who have money, because there's not many things that men can buy. I remember telling y'all, you guys will hit a lick and there's only so much you can buy. You're going to run out of things to buy, right? I told you, you're going to run out of shit to buy, guys. There's only so much you can get and attain as a guy. And once you get to buying 5 and 6 and 8 watches, the 9th watch is not going to mean much. And you'll be more likely to sell your watches. I think Tom Brady even sold his watches. You'll end up selling that shit, right? It meant something. The first 3 watches meant something. The next ones don't. And this is not to demotivate you. This is to get your bag up. You run your bag up for leverage and options. So material things for men, you can, if you guys had a $500,000, all right, you can buy everything you want. Every goddamn thing you want. You'll have everything and more and plus. So you're going to run out of shit and it'll be hard to spend it. But if you have a woman with you, you can spend it all. She'll spend every single dime. She will never run out of shit to buy because she's insatiable. And so she'll go broke. Now you compound that with the men who end up going broke in the NFL. And you say, how did they go broke? Number one, child support. Number 2, bad investments. Number 3, they hire these wealth managers that steal from them. Number 4, divorce. Number 5, wife. Number 6, too many girlfriends. And what do people normally do? Well, see, he went broke because he bought all those cars. That's not why he went broke. Now, it didn't help him. It didn't help him that he bought a $300,000 car here, a $200,000 car there. Dude, let's just say he had $20 million. He probably don't even have $1 million in cars right now. It's easy to point out, oh, he bought that car and that car. I guarantee you the women in his life has spent way more than that. If he was married, he spent way more than that on his wife. Way more than the $350,000 Bentley Continental GT. His wife has spent double and triple, quadruple that. All right, child support. He probably paid way more in child support than that Bentley Continental GT. Okay, way more in child support than that car. So, yeah, it's easy to point out and be like, yeah, it's the cars. But it's not. I mean, that's the things you can see. He's probably got jewelry combined that's worth more than that car, right? 100%. And not only that, she's got jewelry. If he has a wife, she has jewelry that is more than that car. So anyway, that is one of those things that people, you know, again, we're trying to teach people because you're watching a person kind of go through this cycle in life. And you will see as men go through this is things that you will remember when you get to that spot. You'll get to that spot. So it's an evil world out there, gentlemen. You don't want to overconsume either because you can only drive so many cars. All right. As a person that has multiple vehicles, you can only drive so many cars. Actually, one of my neighbors, it's funny, this one of my neighbors, and I don't talk to many of my neighbors, but his sister, I think she's a single mom. I've never seen her with a guy, but she has a daughter. And, you know, when she sees me, we do the whole neighbor wave. Hi, neighbor. But she finally was outside the car and I was in the garage. And she's like, hey, where's your burgundy car? Like, out of all the cars, she's looking for the BMW. And I'm letting someone borrow the BMW right now. They were without car and then transitioned. So I was like, you can borrow it. And she was like, hey, that's my favorite one. Okay, I have several cars. I got several cars, right? But that's the only one kind of missing out of my collection. And, you know, that one sat quite a bit. I didn't really drive it that much. And so she was like, where's the burgundy car? Oh, that's the one you liked? You didn't like the Porsche? You didn't like the G-Wagon? Truck? You like the Beamer? Okay. All right. So, but yeah. Owning multiple cars, you only gonna be able to drive one. So, but she was trying to demonstrate that she noticed that car was missing. That car's been missing quite a bit. What did you do with that car? And she was watching me. She was like, you have a burgundy car that hasn't been there. Who's driving that one? A girl? She's trying to see, did a girl drive it? Did you crash it? All right, anyway, shout out to her there. People be watching you. I tell you, man, your neighbor's going to be watching you. Watching you. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Your neighbor's watching you. They watching every move you make. They seeing all the JUCOs coming out. They seeing all the young bitches hopping in all kind of goddamn cars. Bruh, they watching you. They be like...
Street, watching ladies go by, watching you.
Hey, get it. Watching. Oh, I need the
ladies, all of them fine, all of them so lovely. I can't make up my mind, but I'm looking at you from the corner of my eyes. I can see you now. You're stepping so high and now. Walking down the street, watching ladies go by, watching you. Walking down the street, watching ladies go by, watching you, watching you, watching you, ooh, ooh, watching you.
Bruh, y'all youngins don't know about that one right there. Y'all youngins don't know about that one right there. Yeah, she was watching you. She was watching me, watching you, baby. All right, anyway, it's a party on the evening show. It's a party. We be having a party. All the guys are like, this is terrible. Give me some red pill rage. I need some red pill rage, coach. Want me to field your red pill rage? We'll react to people arguing with feminists. All right, anyway, young dudes are like, what is this shit? They made music before Playboy Cardi. They want me to play Playboy Cardi. All right, anyway, let me check up on here and check if there's some brothers on PayPal, and we'll get into the show. The Shizzo. For Shizzo my Nigel. We got Maryland Guy. Maryland Guy says, what's up, coach? Did you ever see the video of the 3 female power lifters versus 3 average men in a strongman competition? The women were talking mad-ish, then the men end up smoking them. Penis envy is real. Yep, dude. Listen, I've done studies on this one when I was getting my certification in strength and conditioning. The strongest woman really can measure up to literally the average guy, like Wonder Woman. The average guy can do what Wonder Woman can do. Now, again, there is a percentile. There are some women that are infinitely strong. But when you look at it in totality, the strongest woman is an average guy. The strongest woman is an average guy. An average guy, you know what I mean? Throw this guy on the leg press. Now, when leg press is one of those exercises that women can tend to dominate because they're quad dominant, and they definitely have more gluteus area. So they tend to do well in the leg exercises, particularly around squats and leg presses. But when you switch it to any other exercise, the average guy will beat them. Then when you go to women that are below Wonder Woman, a woman that is below Wonder Woman is a 13-year-old male. 13. Bench press, ridiculously low. All right, the strongest woman is a 13-year-old guy on bench press. All right, the average 13-year-old that knows how to lift and have technique. If you teach a guy how to lift and have technique at 13, he'll be the strongest woman. It's easy. And we see this when these transgenders jump in these arenas when they play college sports. They're literally the worst male athlete. They get over there, they're the champion of the conference. Just like that. It's crazy. Anyway, that's an interesting thing to watch. And it's kind of just like one of those things. It's like, dang. And it kind of sucks because, you know, women be thinking, they be like, I can whoop his ass. I can kick his ass. And they really can't kick his ass. They can't kick his ass. And you're like, dude, they'll kill you. Not me. I'm strong. I take kickboxing. Some women can hang in there for a bit. You hit that glass jaw and it's gone, bro. Like, nah. Like professional soccer, right? The professional soccer team, the women's Olympic team got beat by a 15-year-old travel team. Locals. That's the gold medalist women's soccer got beat by 15-year-old boys. Shut out. They got shut out by 15-year-old boys. I mean, it's one of those things that's like, bro, like, why do they be in here? The penis envy, it's one of those things that's like they're not mad at, this is why we tell you don't argue. They're not mad at men. You got to remove your ego. Women are not mad at men. I know we're here and they want to be mad at us, but they're mad at God. They're angry at the good Lord himself. They angry at the good Lord himself, man. But they'll sit up there. We can beat them in basketball, bro. Look, what we used to do is we used to do the varsity girls. When I coach varsity girls, and the varsity girls will talk shit about the varsity boys basketball team and they suck and, you know, we're good, we're better, our record's better, and the boys team, they get beat every week. And I'm like, y'all can't beat the varsity boys. We can beat them. So what we would do is the varsity girls, this is the top team, the varsity girls, we would have to go all the way down to the freshman boys team. And it was a slobber knocker. It was a slobber knocker. Like, if I didn't control the scrimmage, the freshman boys would run our varsity girls off the floor. All right. So I had to, cheat and blow the whistle here and call fouls. Right. All right, girls. All right, guys. That's a little too rough. You'd have to go down to 8th grade on a YMCA team to get a compatible comparison between the varsity girls. The 8th grade boys will give them a run. So you would have to find ways to manufacture it going forward. It's crazy. But there's a lot of penis in me. Pro Man says, I normally complain about the community, but F that. Had a meeting today. We doing quarterly profit sharing at my job. $2,000 a month at minimum. Mitch's catch that palm is boss up season. Boss the fuck up. Shout out to Pro Man.
Boss up, nigga.
Shout out to Pro Man. He said $2,000 a month minimum. Catch that palm. Get up out of our face, bruh. Get up out of our face with that bull-ish. The Mitches, man, they got to go. All right, they got to go. Andrew Grove says, Coach, huge shout out to you for playing that throwback intro. He says that one you always played on Friday, and that would get me jacked up with my pre-workout. He says right here, salute to you and the whole effing Coach gang, free agent lifestyle for life, the throwback shit right there. Some people thought that was a new intro. For life. All right, that was the throwback intro. Shout out to y'all who remembered that real quick. And did you guys see me over on Twitch? Dropping a big announcement coming up soon. For those who don't know, on Twitch, got a big announcement coming up here in the next week or so. I can't completely give it away now because I'm putting down the fine print and the lineup. I'm getting all my stuff set up here. Big announcement coming up for Twitch. And I've been kind of queuing y'all in to, CGA and what he doing here. But check that out right there. Look at that. I'm collecting a trophy. Twitch. It says you are on your way to become an elite streamer on Twitch. We're involved. He says we're including a stream suggestion below to help you grow your community. I'm in the top 25% of streamers on Twitch. Let's go. We ready to go over there. Let's go. And shout out to our brother here, Trick McNasty, with the subs. He donated 20 subs today during our IRL stream. All right, we ready to go. You can't, hey man, I told y'all the Notorious one will not be stopped. The Notorious one will not be stopped. New world. I'm ready. Hey man. You can see where we're going with this, man. And I've been queuing y'all up. I've been giving y'all hints. And I'm going to drop a big announcement here in the next couple of days or weeks, maybe by the weekend. I'm still rolling things out right quick. All right. But a top 25% of streamers on Twitch. All right. And I'm giving the room for the haters to try to come in cock block. And then so I can go ahead and pivot around them niggas. All right. But shout out to Trick McNasty. Rolling over there, giving up 20, I think it was 20 to 25 subs today. And I am committed to being the oldest nigga to pop off on Twitch. Yes, indeed. Yes. But it was Trick Nasty. What did I call him? Trick McNasty? It was Trick Nasty, not Trick McNasty. Shout out to you, brother. Okay, he's in here. Shout out to him. It's a Edmond. It's a Edmond. All right, here we go right here. Oh, man, we about to do it, and we about to do it live. So I'm happy. I'm excited. I've been planning this, and I'm planning my life around this big announcement coming up. All right, but we still going to be here on YouTube for a little bit. Still going to be on here, but we doing what we doing. Yes, we about to take it to the next level. All right, and no, that red pill shit staying over here. All right, we're not taking that shit over there. All right, we're not taking that shit over there. We're not going to debate hoes and all of that shit. We going to go live the free agent lifestyle. We only promoting boss up over there.
You better boss up, nigga.
All right, we're only promoting boss up over there. All right, we're not promoting manosphere. We're not taking the manosphere over there. Okay, 100%. We're not taking the manosphere over there. It's going to stay over here. Okay, manosphere shit stays over here. The red pill shit stays over here. We're promoting Boss Up 2025 over there.
Boss up, nigga.
It's the free agent lifestyle, what we're promoting over there. Yes, indeed. All right, yes, indeed. So if y'all ready for that next level, y'all ready to see the free agent lifestyle, if y'all ready to see Boss Up 2025, if y'all ready to see CGA living its life, we're going to be over there with the king of content. The king of content. Yes, indeed. Somebody said drop that Twitch link. All right, let's drop the Twitch link for the brothers here. Let me see here. Let's get that link. All right, Boss Up. The Manosphere stays on YouTube. All right, for those who want to know, we're not taking over there. We're not going on a tour to debate whores and skeezers. Will you see girls over there? Yes. All right. Go leave a sub. Go leave a follow. Go have it over there. It's the free agent lifestyle, gentlemen. He said play Madden for 12 hours. I might jump on some game shit. I might jump on some game. Not no running game. But I'm committed to being the oldest ninja to get to, I'm not going to say a number. I'm not going to say a number. But it'll be a process, but it's going to be a process that I documented in my book, The Free Agent Lifestyle. I'm going to take that same blueprint, commit it over to Twitch, commit it over to that lifestyle at some particular point, and we're going to push forward. And we're excited, man. Very excited. All right. And I suck at video games, so it is what it is. All right, what are we doing? It is what it is. Cold approach. Hey guys, we ain't bringing none of that shit over there. None of that cold approach. This is how you get bitches. All of that conversation stays at YouTube. All right, this is how you talk to women. This is how you approach women on the strip. All of that stays on YouTube. We're taking only Boss Up in the free agent lifestyle over there. That's it. All right. And if you don't like it, please don't come over here. Now, y'all can be in the chat talking that shit. Y'all can be like, look at him. He talking to a girl. Y'all can talk all of that shit. Run game. But we're leaving that. There's no debates over there. None of that shit. We're not going to try to debate whores and strippers. Now, will there be whores and strippers? Yes, there's going to be whores and strippers. Yep, we're going to do a subathon. This shit about to go ham, man. It's about to go ham. And haters, you're welcome over there, too. No more hypergamy. We're not bringing the red pill over there at all. And we already going to be having fun. Having a party. We just going to be living the old man free agent lifestyle. Yes, indeed. All right. Anyway, glad y'all joined us over there. You know what today is, gentlemen. Woo-wee. Look at this right here. Them some ham hockers. Them some evil looking women right there. But ooh-wee. Bring me, which one we going? Apparently, I looked at the comment section. The men said the one in the middle. All right. And what type of men said? Of course, it's a brother. Of course, it's a ninja. Ninja. How did I know? Judging from the replies, and she got quite the, and by the way, the one in the middle is probably 15 years old or 15. Okay. The one in the middle definitely is young. I know she looks a little bit older with her makeup, but yeah, that woman probably is not 18 or barely 18, just so you know. And that is one chunky chicken McNugget. All right. So you got the mom here. The mom is on the end. The daughter is in the middle, and the grandmother is on the end, and the super duper abuela's on the end. That's 4 generations of tortas. All right, that's 4 generations of tortas if you don't see right here. Shout out to our girls. And that is, boy, oh boy, but the ninjas like the one in the middle. I mean, ninjas love big women, I'm going to tell you. Ninjas, it will never, y'all never living this down, guys. The bigger, the better when it comes to black men. And look, we got I agree. We got here, she a whole meal as well. Uh-oh, holy moly. Says right here, oh, hell yes, brother. Uh-oh, we got, yep, la vie primero. All right, here we go. Says right here, I'm greedy. I'll have a 3 in black. I have no standards. I have no standards. Nigga, yep. Of course they have no standards. I told you ninjas don't have no standards. Definitely. All right. Yes, indeed. They going for the big torta. They going big on a Monday, on a Tuesday. Big time. You can't stop these starving ass ninjas, man.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
You can't stop them, but look at them, boy. 4 tortas. Shout out to our tortas. It's Tuesday. They not trolling. Ninjas like big sweaty kneecaps. They do. Ninja. Ooh, boy. All right. Shout out y'all brothers, man. Shout out to y'all brothers. Y'all like them big and round. Your boy said, I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. They like it. All right, what do we got here? We're having a party right now. We're having fun. Mitch's ain't here yet to disrupt the stream. All right, the content creators under their fake accounts not here to disrupt the stream yet. They're still trying to get their audience up. Shout out to Jahari Russell says, salute to Coach. Thank you, sir. Salute to you, too. We appreciate you over here. Morning show still going to be going and grinding. The morning show is the best edutainment here on YouTube. Don't think that's going away anytime soon. But let's get into it. It's an evil world we live in. Let's do that.
It's an evil world.
This was from earlier in the day. We didn't get to this segment because I had to smack Mitch's. And we had to get rid of the trolls. The trolls like it. But we have It's an evil world we live in. Have you guys seen this meme right here? This is an interesting meme. It says right there, Daddy, this is the girl I want to marry. Okay, there he is right there, and he's not showing teeth. Neither is she, but shout out to him. He wants to marry her. And it says right here, okay, it says right here, you can't marry her. Uh-oh. The son asks why. And oh no, oh, oh shit.
Get him, Daddy. Okay, Daddy. Get him, Daddy.
Oh, it's get him, Daddy season, brothers. That's why.
I looked at it as I have an ATM between my legs.
Oh,
and
Jesus.
I'm just using it. All I got to do is put my card in, and that's it. And put the PIN number, and boom, money just comes right out.
It's get 'em daddy season. That's why.
Are you a freshman at the university?
No.
You look like a freshman.
All right, Daddy done fixed that bind. Daddy done fixed that bind. All right, so Dad already on over it. Brother them day already got them young tails. All right, she ain't so good of a girl, he said. You can't marry that one. Son, I'm here to protect you. Yes, yes, we are getting somebody's daughter out here. Ninjas don't play when it comes to fixing binds. Dad already got them cheeks. She not such a good girl. Oh no, this is terrible, man. Come on, daddy out here.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Oh, dad, and look at dad right there, looking all sly and get him daddy season right there.
Get him, daddy.
Coach, man, you messing up the game, coach. Them girls are supposed to be us. Oh no, you can't marry that one, sir. All right, we got that one. I had her in that warm embrace.
To wrap you in my warm embrace.
All right, Deacon Clap Cheeks, brother Deacon Dim Day. Had her folded up like a love letter from the second grade. Had the room stanking. Had the room stanking.
I got money.
I don't know if this is real. I don't know. This is a meme. I don't know if it's real, but yeah. You young brothers, I told you we out here wicked and wild.
Get him, daddy.
Okay. I told you we out here wicked and wild. She said I'm daddy to both of y'all. I'm daddy to both of y'all. Oh, no, gentlemen, man. It's hard out here for these youngsters. Coach, man, you taking all our future wives. What your future wives are doing. Let's get them daddy season.
Get him, daddy.
Yes, indeed. Oh, man, gentlemen, this is crazy. Look out for your sons out here. Look out for your sons. You know, if my son came in with a JUCO I smashed up, I'm going to be like, uh-oh. Better watch out. And some of your JUCOs will jump on your sons, so watch out out here, brothers. Spanking them cheeks. All right, we have this woman that says right here, this is another one of these things that I'm going to talk about, this Cubano chica, crazy chica out here. Shout out to our Cubanas. All right, she out here.
Now I got to cut you.
I got to cut your eyes. She says, I was blind once. Essentially, she said, I know you're not still counting me as one of your bodies from high school.
And to think that there are creatures out there that consider me their ex. Me and you, we never happened, okay? I was in my blind era. That shit didn't count. And to think that there are creatures out there that consider me their ex. Me and you, we never happened, okay? I was in my blind era. That shit didn't count.
Esta loca. All right, crazy chica. Prima loca. All right, and so here it is right here. She said, I was in my blind era. We tell you about these eras. We tell you about these eras all the time. They will always say they were in an era. Now they're in their blind era. You mean when you was a schizoid?
In these streets.
Or Cubana schizoid? Amiga? All right, La Toxica? You mean when you got that goddamn, when you got committed for property damage? You got that misdemeanor felony, La Toxica, Cubana, Primavera, crazy, loca. Right there. I'm in my blind era. It didn't count. Oh, no. Now it didn't count. So you counted her as a body? It don't count no more. It don't count no more. All right, you had her as a girlfriend. It don't count no more. Too much time went by. They not counting shit. They going, I was blind. I didn't see it. This is crazy. All right, and shout out to this La Toxica.
And to think that there are creatures out there that consider me their ex.
Yeah. They do consider you their ex, and they hit you with that candy white rain on your face. Yes, the Vatos hit it, and the essays was cool.
Me and you?
Yeah.
We never happened. Okay.
Hey, can you get that mustache waxed a little bit?
Okay. I was in my blind era.
Oh, really? That's what you call it? I call that wax your mustache era, but that's neither here nor there. Oh, it didn't count. What did I tell you guys? It doesn't count. So I know y'all still counting girls that y'all smashed when y'all was 16. I smashed 20 girls in high school and 20 in college, and y'all still running up your numbers and y'all counting them. I got a body count of 311. Okay. And she like, that didn't count. It was my blind era. All right. So you know what happened with there. And ladies, these are the ladies that we meet and be talking that bullshit. Because y'all be like, where are you meeting these girls, coach? There's not girls like this. There they are right there. There they are. Her blind era. And she probably sold pussy too. That's all. You already know that. She sold pussy cheeks. Yeah. I was in my blind era. No, you were in your bind era. All right. That's what you were doing.
I'm in a bind, Nate.
Don't try to cover it up because we know what time it was. Because this brother hit too. This brother right here, brother Dim Day, hit it as well. I was in my bind era. All right, shout out to the Ling Lings. It's not your day, but shout out to the Ling Lings.
What kind of fuck you give me?
All right, the Ling Lings out here got something to say too. You know, there's no hope for you guys out here. I wish there was hope for you, but even the Ling Lings out here, the streets are just too good for the Ling Lings.
In these streets.
So every woman has a whole phase. It just matters when they achieve this phase. Some have multiple phases and eras. But this Ling Ling said, nah, bruh, I want to be in them streets.
I'm going to the streets. End of story.
You ever been a hoe?
Not really. Maybe a little hoe.
You look like you're a big hoe.
No, I'm not a big hoe. Listen to some of my girlfriends and my besties on what they've done.
You got hoes friends?
Well, they used to be. Now they're old.
Oh, so they used to be old hoes?
They used to be young hoes. Now they're old.
Yeah.
Shout out to some young hoe out here.
What kind of fuck you give me?
All right, some young hoe wants to say you got hoes, you was a hoe. All right, this is what women be talking about getting their nails did. Oh, you was a hoe? Because they know if they 304s, how they doing their nails, all right, here. So some young hoe has something to say, y'all.
American people ain't kind of fuck.
That's what she's saying right here. Okay, and she excited about it. Was you a hoe?
How about
how many have you tried before you with your man now?
I can count them in one hand.
Lies, all right? Man, she said.
Trying.
Some young hoe said, how many men you tried before you were with the man you're with today? Man, this woman is very, very vicious with the questions here. How many men you tried before you was with your husband now? Essentially,
Trying.
I can count them on one hand. Lies. All right, lies. All right, one hand. All right, and if I had 5 hands, though. All right, one hand. That woman lying her ass off. Let's hear what she had to say here.
So that's why I'm a little hoe. I'm not a big hoe.
Just one hand is not really a hoe.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well.
Folks said you had more than one hand, girl.
No. Mm-mm.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't believe you.
Oh.
What about you? Vietnamese are big hoes, aren't they?
Not me. I'm not a big hoe, but I would like to try to be a hoe. Maybe after I divorce my husband. It's neither I'm getting a sugar daddy or I'm gonna be a hoe.
Okay.
Yeah. So if he fucked up, I'm gonna be a hoe. Cause yeah, need try.
Guys, there's no hope, niggas. There's no hope.
I'm going to the streets. End of story.
She going to the streets. She already got it planned out. The marriage is planned before the divorce. Before she even divorces you, she says she going hoeing. And she said, I'm going to get a sugar daddy, the monetized dating marketplace.
I got money.
Oh. Bruh. She's like, bruh.
What kind of fuck you give me?
Man, she out here painting nails. Some man out there plucking feathers off chickens and ducks. For this woman to be out here ready to go skis. Damn.
In these streets.
Damn. She's like, yo, I gotta get out here.
American people ain't kind of fuck. Love fuck, hate fuck, sex only fuck, breakup fuck, makeup fuck, drunk fuck, buddy fuck, pity fuck.
Yes, goodness gracious.
What about you? Vietnamese are big hoes, aren't they?
Not me. I'm not a big hoe, but I would like to try to be a hoe. Maybe after I divorce my husband. It's neither I'm getting a sugar daddy or I'm gonna be a hoe.
Okay.
Yeah. So if he fucked up, I'm gonna be a hoe. Cause yeah, need try.
Guys, we done, man. Hey, Hope Strategist. Not even the Linglings. You done brought her ass over here fresh off the boat. Brought her here, showed her your whole life. Married this bitch. And she like, if he fuck up, I'm going to divorce him and get me a sugar daddy out here. Yo, this is crazy, bruh.
Get him, daddy.
Oh, my gosh. She already ready. She just went, go ahead and fuck up. All right, so I can be out here, get my cheeks clapped. Man almighty, gentlemen. Hey, man. I don't know what to tell you guys. It's just tough out here. It's just tough. She said, I'm ready. And she told that woman she looked like a big hoe. Damn, they don't have no chill. All right, that's the evil world we live in. I'm going to tell you, gentlemen.
It's an evil world we live in.
Oh, goodness. When he fuck up, I'm going to be a hoe, she said. Women, their natural default setting is hoe. All right, I don't know if you guys know this. So that natural default setting is to be a hoe. Oh, good luck, gentlemen. This is terrible. All right. Shout out to the guy, whoever's married to him, Ricky Tan. Ricky Tan, your Vietnamese wife, about to go be a hoe. Can't even stop it out here. All right. Do me a favor. Let's have a like campaign. Let's like the stream. This is the evening stream. We're having a party. We just chilling over here. We reading a couple of chats. We're setting up our next transition. We're having fun out here. So do me a favor. Do me a favor. Take the time right here to like this damn show. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. Let's get it, man. If you reading this, just give me the likes. All right, hold on for a second. Let's see if we can do it live. All right, there's no super chats. Here we go right here. Here we go right here. We'll do it live here. Here it is. Here we go. Is this it? Hey, we gonna do it. Check, baby, 1, 2, 3, 4, let's go. Hey, 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 hey. We'll do it live. Come on. Just give me the likes, don't pass the scroll. Mugga below. Just give me the likes, don't pass the scroll. Somebody don't switch my flow. Just give me the likes, don't pass the scroll. Mugga below. Just give me the likes, don't pass the scroll. Don't switch my flow. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Hey, check, baby, 1, 2, 3, 4. Check, baby, 1, 2. Hey, 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 let's go. Hey, just give me the likes, don't pass the scroll. Mugga below. Just give me the likes, don't pass the scroll. Nobody don't steal my flow. Hey, come on. Hey, come on, man. We need like we need another 100 likes. Check, baby, 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on. Pussy clap, baby. Pussy clap, baby. Oh, baby, mugga below. Come on. Hey. Indeed. Yes, indeed. Let's go. New world order. Mugga below. We almost there, man. We almost there. 700 likes. All right. We got more evil here. Here we go. We got more evil here. This is going to go into this. Actually, is this the main event? Yeah, this is the main event here. This is going to be an interesting thing here. It's kind of the main event. What do I tell you about? What do I tell you about communicating with women via text? Okay, this is going to be some of those things that men do that they don't realize they're doing in conjunction with women usually watching you text. They're watching you and sharing your information. Did you guys know that? They're screenshotting your text messages. They're gaslighting you. They're sharing your information. Okay. Well, we're going to show you this real quick. One of my rules is keep it simple till in person. We actually told you, my son came up with that one. Keep it simple until in person. Always follow that, because feminine behavior will ensue if you guys do indeed get into a situation where you're trying to get into a situation where the woman's setting you up. So when men say Shannon Sharp was set up by that OnlyFans girl, it's because Shannon didn't follow the golden rule of communication with women. Keep it simple until in person. When you're talking to a woman, you're not just talking to her, you're talking to her family members, her friends, the judge, the police officers, the family court judge, her attorney, and so forth and so on. And a lot of men don't know this, so we're trying to help men do not engage in this feminine behavior. Your job with text messages is to give instructions and respond to whatever she's talking about. Whatever she's talking about. Hey, can I tell you about my day? Sure, give me a call. Or she tells you about your say, thanks for sharing. All right, I look forward to talking to you about it when I see you again. When am I going to see you again, Daddy? You're going to see me on Thursday. Okay, Daddy. Okay, Daddy. So you don't want to get into these conversations where you're discussing important things, because you're going to get these messages screenshot. They're later going to be evidence. Now watch this. Everything you say is evidence. Even if you say something like, our kids will look pretty one day if we had kids. Or she might ask you, do you think our kids will look pretty? She might send you a picture of a kid. Our kids will look like this. Do you think they look pretty? Oh, yes. We would have wonderful, good-looking kids. Screenshot snapped. Because now when she shows up pregnant, she has gotten you in a conversation where you discussed having kids. In her world, that's going to be consent, because she's a manipulative person. So this is a feminine behavior you're engaging in by using text as a main communication to discuss important things. Just give instruction, give details, have her follow it. Have her then set up a time where you're going to meet to discuss things in person. Okay. Now, we're going to show you evidence of this. This is one piece of evidence on this one. We're not going to use the volume right now, but it says girlhood. We have we got a bunch of muskrats right here, a whole dorm room of muskrats. And guess what? There's Luke. There's Luke. And there's her phone. Of course, the battery is dead. I don't know why these women can't keep their phone charged up. They be living on the edge with that. I couldn't even live like that with my phone battery that low. But there she is having a live communication with Luke. And she is showing all of her girls. Okay, they're setting up a date. This is when they say, I didn't set up my Tinder profile. My friend set up my profile. Okay. My friend set up my profile and start matching people, and they set up the date, and I just showed up. This is an example of it. So as you can see, all your game is being run right out there in front of the girl. Not just the girl, but her friends. So everything you're saying is being shared. Just operate like this. Operate like this. Always think this. Who is her best friend? Her best friend has seen all of your text messages. Her best friend, her mother, her sister has seen all of your text communications. And they think y'all goofy as a mug. Yep, laughing at y'all, running y'all's game. So it's never a private conversation you're having with the woman. Never, ever, ever a private conversation you're having with the woman. So a lot of guys think that that's not happening. Well, I trust her and she wouldn't. No, sir. Look at Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp had the text messages and put himself out there to look like a buffoon and set his ass up like a big old big mouth bass. But a lot of guys don't realize this, but you better. Everything you said on the dating app to Match, her friends saw all of it. Yep, they seen your little ding-a-ling, and you sent her a picture of your shit all hanging out and all pointing up to the sky, pause, and you snapped that goofy-ass picture, they seen your ding-a-ling. Oh, by the way, your wife is not immune from this conversation. Your wife, the same thing. Her friends have seen you naked. Her friends have seen you sleeping with your mouth wide open, drooling. They seen you fall asleep with your hands in your pants. Her sister, her cousins, sister-in-law, her mammy has seen all of that. Do not send Dilsnick pictures. Whatever picture you, and by the way, some of y'all do this to girls as well. As soon as they send you titty pictures, you showing all your friends. Shannon Sharp got accused of that too. All right, you showing you get your dick sucked and all of that. So women are no different. Do not engage in this behavior. You send her a dick pic, her friends are going to see it. Her sorority sisters are going to see it, all of that. And she's going to save it because when you break up, she's going to put your shit out there. And oh, wait, they know. All of her closest friends know everything you do in the bed, how long you last, how boring you are, how short you last. If your shit is long, skinny, chubby, whatever it is, how corny you are, how many positions you get in, because they know the difference between the husband and the guy she's cheating on with you who puts her in the goddamn Cobra clutch when he fucks her. Okay, so please understand this. Do not engage in this feminine. Texting is a feminine thing. Texting is a feminine behavior, especially long-winded ass text messages. You know what's going to be extra feminine is you sharing your feelings via text messages. All right, you done typed out a whole paragraph about your feelings, about what you went through at the work, and this is how her friends are doing. Laughing and sniggling at your goofy ass. They don't take you seriously. They think y'all goofy as fuck. And the same thing as you corny game niggas. They laughing at y'all. Look at this shit. All right, laughing. They can't even, oh, nigga, they like, oh, not one of these guys. He thinks he's Mr. Mac. Now, there was something that I was watching today. And it was the Filipina P. She had a video. She was talking to women about men approaching, which is a common question. Why do men approach? She had a couple of guys that said, I don't approach. They had a couple of women said, we want men to approach. And then they started complaining about the type of men that approach, which doesn't help men want to approach if they're saying, well, you know, if he approaches, we like it. But, we only like it if he's a good looking, right? So most guys don't think they're good looking. So obviously in the comment section, guys were like, see, this is evidence as to why we don't approach, right? So what ended up happening was the women were saying they want men to be traditional and romantic. They want men to write them love letters and poetry. Love letters and poetry. The reason why men stop writing women love letters and poetry is because every time you did, she showed everybody that you knew. This is what women don't get. Because they're kids, they act like children. And they always I got a secret. I got a secret. And then they show up. And then you over there, I'm writing you a 4-page letter, and I enclosed it with a kiss, ass nigga. Here's the problem, ladies. This is why dudes don't write you romantic shit and love letters right here. Okay? Because y'all gonna share it. And all of your girlfriends are gonna give input of what they think what was, reading between the lines. They're gonna match it up with the nigga she cheating on you with. All right. And they gonna be over here. This is why niggas don't write girls love letters and make them mixtapes and shit like this and dedicate songs to them on the radio. This is why right here. Okay. Okay. This is why right here, ladies. So if you ever wondered and you're watching me, why don't men do romantic things? Because y'all niggas sit up here and act like goddamn 12-year-olds and you guys can't hold water. You got to share it, and you'll be sharing it to everybody, posting that shit on Facebook, and so forth and so on. Okay? And guys know that. You'll be taking pictures, posting it on your Facebook. Look at what he did. And then it's all, you done took a screenshot of the shit and niggas is reading it and they posted it on memes. All right, this crazy. So men learn very relatively fast. Okay, can't do shit like this. But yes, texting women long text messages is very feminine. Even women will tell you this. So guys, as a man, do not engage in this behavior. I know this is pretty much the primary method of communication, but you as a guy, you cannot put your shit in writing. Do not put your shit in writing. Women will craftily find a way to twist and turn your words, take things out of context. The more you say, the more leads to confusion. She doesn't understand the tone you said it. And so now you're thinking, oh my God, all right, how did I create a problem? She thinks you have a problem with her. This is why it's feminine behavior. I've actually watched at how women look at do their phone, and I'll be like, man, you ever see a woman get on the phone, text message? She'll get her fucking phone, and she'll be like, zip, zip, zip. I text like an old man. I'll be looking at my shit like tap, 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 zip. I don't even try to use the tap screen. I don't even try to use the screen. I just do the microphone. I speak into it, and hopefully they understood what the fuck I said. All right. But I don't leave voice memos. I just do the text to type. All right. That's primarily what I do. But they get on the phone and they be like, zip, 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 zip. I'll be like, whoa. I'm like, that is crazy how fast they can text. I can never text that fast. That's crazy. So this is why they're able to do long ass text messages. They assume that you have that capability too, and you got to slow them down. Anytime they're in this mode of texting you something, slow them down. One thing you'll do is this, and you can share this with you to get it back to a masculine conversation, is that this text is too long. I normally don't read text these long. And just leave it at that. Okay? That's it. So that way you've trained her not to engage in that behavior. Let's get you back. Let's get you back on board. Okay? I don't read these long ass texts. All right? These texts are way too long for me to read. That's the one I use all the time. Especially if they come back to back to back. All right, you triple text me and they're long ass paragraphs. I don't read this many. All right, so then she's gonna learn to correct that behavior. If she doesn't, then you leave her ass on red. All right, and let her get that message again. Why didn't you respond to my text? I told you I'm not responding to that long ass shit. All right, for sure. Okay, I'm not responding to that. Just screenshot that shit. I'm not responding to whatever this is. Somebody recently did that to me, and I never responded other than when I responded, hey, let's get together again. And then when she got here, she asked me about, did I read the text? I said, nope. I didn't read it. So I'm not a good phone communicator. I'm a shitty phone communicator. Like, I'm bad at emails and texts. And there's nothing I can do. You know, some days I feel optimistic about helping this and doing this, but I'm terrible at phone communication. I don't like to talk on the phone. I don't like the email. I don't like the text. I don't like any of that. I don't like to comment that much. I don't like to read comments. I don't like to answer DMs. I'm terrible at this. If you give me a letter grade for this, I get an F, a fat F. So I'm just not interested in these type of conversations. All right. For me, you got to be in person. If you're right here, I could talk to you, but I'm not about to go back and forth with nobody. All right. Especially no man. I'm not about to go back and forth with you. It's one of the reasons why I don't have a lot of remote workers that help me, because I'm not about to fucking go back and forth with you. Oh, did you do this? Did you do that? Zip. And then they send the email 3 hours later, zoop. And then I got to send the email back 4 hours later when I hop off my stream. Nah, fuck that, bruh. You got to be right here. I can straighten that shit up in 28 seconds. I'm not about to go back and forth with nobody, bruh. All right? Nobody. All right? And do not call me, nigga. No. You need to schedule a call with me. I need to be in the mood to talk. And I might not be in the mood for 3 goddamn days. Right? I might not be in the mood for 3 days. 3 days, man. It's crazy. He says I got to do better answering emails and texts. I don't, bro. If there's no money or no pussy coming from the email or text, I don't have much interest in it. Right here. Okay. I don't have much interest in any of that bullshit. So to me, it's too feminine and it's less direct and it's passive aggressive. Okay. It's passive aggressive and I don't like that passive aggressive shit. All right. Because people will boss you around on email and text. Where's my phone at? All right, I was going to show you my phone, how many fucking emails I got. All right, but I don't know where my phone is. See, I don't even know where my phone is. I don't even know where it is. I know where, that's my primary phone. I got my backup phones over here, but yeah, I don't even know where it is. But I got tens and thousands of emails. All right, so I'm like a orangutan when it comes to emails and communication, bruh. Like, I want this direct. I want it done. I want it clear, concise. I'm not about to volley back and forth with no motherfucking body. All right, but it's, to me, it's just too feminine of a behavior. Let's go to the next one. It should be around here, but I don't know where it at. All right, here's another bit of insight with you guys, and I reminded you of this. It says, my postpartum brain after every minor inconvenience. All right, we're going to turn on the volume here, but we obviously have, is this a Latina or a Persian woman? I can't tell. She might be Indian. All right, but here it is, my postpartum brain after every minor convenience. All right, what is her postpartum brain saying?
Leave your husband. Leave your husband.
Not a surprise. Gentlemen, since we're in class today, gentlemen, did we not instruct you of this? We instructed you of this to have this expectation. This is why we don't argue with our spouses. This is why we don't argue, because they have an excuse to have pissy behavior for everything. All right. Now, when you get into marriages, I've warned you about this. This is the marriage wheel. Not only do you have to contend with this is through multiple births. And not only that, her weight gain and her pissy mood and her periods, you also have menopause. So this is a constant shift in behavior. And sometimes when they have these excuses to have shitty behavior, they have excuses to divorce you, cheat on you, already built in. But you got, not my girl, coach. Now, look at this. This is a viral post. So don't be mad at me. Niggas be mad at me out here like I did this. Like, this is what I'm shocked at. You guys are mad at me for helping you decipher these women and their bullshit. But look at this. 58,000 likes. This tells me this has well over 1 million views. 1 million views. Okay? It's close, probably has close to 1 million views. But my postpartum brain, after every minor, notice it says minor. This means it's going to be, and this is a constant. This is not a joke, but they framed it as, oh, guys, it's just a joke.
Leave your husband. Leave your husband.
But people think I make up the marriage wheel. People will blame me for the downfall of relationships and marriages for putting you guys up on this game. Right? I'm putting you up on game, guys. And I told you this shit before there was a TikTok and an Instagram full of evidence and videos. I used to tell you this before there was TikTok videos for me to grab. Before there were Instagram reels. I used to tell you this and people would be like, this is crazy. Oh, man, I can't watch this guy. He's something wrong with him. Now we have women reporting this. Right here. Now you have them self-reporting the exact things that I taught you. I use the data, Psychology Today, the percentages, the statistics, why the behavior acts like this. Will she self-help? Will she get help on her own? Or will she just use that as an excuse for shitty behavior? And it says, yeah, I think because the majority of husbands make things harder instead of being helpful. Again, you can't win.
You can't win.
And it's Jermaine's fault.
And it's all Jermaine's fault. It's always Jermaine's fault.
So because you have postpartum depression and you're having an excuse for bitchy behavior, it's the husband that didn't help. And now she has an excuse to do what? She has an excuse to do this.
Vietnamese are big hoes, aren't they?
Not me. I'm not a big hoe, but I would like to try to be a hoe. Maybe after I divorce my husband, it's neither I'm getting a sugar daddy or I'm gonna be a hoe.
Okay.
Yeah. So if he fucked up, I'm gonna be a hoe.
Hey. And when you finally leave this insatiable woman who has gained 75 pounds, when you finally leave her, she's going to blame you. I can't believe you left your family. You abandoned us. You just left us high and dry. All right. You left us struggling. You see this, gentlemen? And this, how is leaving your husband going to help you? That's the question. But they'll leave in divorce. 70, 80% divorce rate, guys. I'm sorry. Let me change that up. Women file for divorce 70 to 80% of the time, and they will say it's the man's fault. Meanwhile, this is them going through their first, second, and third pregnancy. And in their mind, while you're at work, this is what they're thinking.
Leave your husband.
They're going to find a way to file for a divorce. Now, guess what? This is only going to check them when finally that alimony ends or that child support ends. All right. And so they're down the line, kick the can, 46, 45, 48. Now their reality is, oh shit. Okay. No more help coming. But what I'm telling you is it's feminine behavior to engage in this. I'm going to keep my wife in check. I'm going to keep my wife in check. Guys, you don't have enough petty for this. The only way to keep her in check is number one, grab your keys and head to the titty bar. Number two, dump that bitch. That's how. Go improve your life, because they're gonna play this game. If you don't let a woman know that they're gonna do this, they will use this against you. They'll be like, okay, he don't even know. So I'm like, well, it was my postpartum and it was my hormones. She'll use this as an excuse to act like asshole. Okay. Well, it was my depression and my anxiety, and it was because you didn't help, and you didn't help with the chores, and we're not having sex because you're not helping with the chores. Meanwhile, you're at work, and this is what she thinking right here, bruh.
Leave your husband. Leave your husband.
Hey, man, listen. Do not be mad at me for hitting you with this game. People are going to blame me for this shit. Like, imagine you're watching me right now. Maybe somebody suggested that you watch me for the first time. And you're going to blame me for this shit that you guys deal with on a regular basis. I didn't put this video out. I didn't make her put this video out. Although I'm happy she put this video out, because I've been talking about this for the better part of 8 years without significant amounts of evidence. You're going to blame me for this. You're making men scared. You're causing us to not get married. People are somehow going to blame me. And I'm showing you one by one, every single day, thorough evidence to back up my case. What do you want me to do? You want me to do something else? You want me to get another job? All right, get another job because you're actually the one messing things up. You're promoting this. And okay, you rather deal with this and be surprised by this bullshit? Is that what okay. Here's another one right here. Never argue with a woman. Here we go right here. We got Crash Out Ninja.
Know your ass was gonna be fucking up on me. Why the fuck you came back to me? Please answer that. Please answer that. Please. Please answer that. If you know you gonna still be fucking with the nigga you left, why in the fuck did you come back? If you know your ass was gonna be fucking up on me, why the fuck you came back to me? Please answer that. Please answer that. Please. Please answer that. If you know you gonna still be fucking with the nigga you left, why in the fuck did you?
This was for the black men. Black men like this argue with women like this all the time. I don't get it. I don't get it why you argue with women like this. First of all, this is going to be considered violence, right? And an assault. That's number one. Number two, I know you grew up with your fathers doing this and your grandfathers and your uncle and them. And you grew up with niggas going in on each other like this, and you think this is somewhat normal in Memphis, Chicago, wherever you think. For some reason, you grew up, and listen, I know, I grew up around niggas too for the early part of my first 10 years of life. Thank God my mom got me away from niggas. All right, but I used to grow up until about age 9, and I used to see couples doing this all the time. Especially in the early 1980s. This was very common. And then furniture would start moving and sugar bowls would start falling off tables. And then bowls will start falling out of cabinets and knives will start being drawn and so forth and so on. We grew up like this. And for some reason, we thought these men were holding their women accountable. We thought these men were real men who were going to stand tall against their women and not let women talk over them and stuff like this. Now, we thought this was masculine behavior, and I'm here to tell you it's feminine, okay? And dudes will tell you, keep these hoes in check. Never let them get over on you. This is feminine behavior. You know why? This woman gets off of on this. This is this break up to make up sex. And more than often or not, she done something to embarrass you, which was intentional. So in this case, He took her back after going to another man, but he thought for some reason she was going to be faithful and loyal, and to his surprise, she's still fucking the other guy. Yep. Like, not a surprise. A lot of these guys will call this, yep, pimp culture. Pimps do this all the time. Pimps do this to check they hoes. And pimps will be yelling at they hoes like this. And she'd be like, but Mac Daddy Earl. And he'd be like, bitch, I told you to get on that corner. You know how he got this hand backwards like this? Bitch, I done told you to get on that corner. Now if I have to tell you one more time, you stanky cock hoe. This type of shit. You stanky ass hoes and these stanky ass bitches. All right, if I got to tell you one more time to get in that goddamn phone booth while I go down there, I got to check you hoes every time. So guys grow up with this pimp culture and pimps checking their hoes. I done told you one more time, bitch, if I had to tell your jive turkey ass one more time, tell you you go funky cock stanky. Men grow up seeing men do this, and he's like, damn, he keeping his broads in check. He keeping his broads in check. Sorry, Mr. Mac. I was just going to try to go and get the trick to get his jewelry and his watch. Bitch, I told you to get the watch. I done told you. You know how ninjas talk and they get at the end of the thing and they run out of breath? Bitch, I done told you to go down there and get the goddamn thing. I already told you the last time I told you, you bitch, you thinking cock over to get the fur coat and the mink. Get the fur coat and the mink. Some dudes think this is masculine behavior. Bitch, I told you I'll pimp slap you backwards with the pimp hand strong. You all out here, you jive turkey. So they get on YouTube and they do the same thing. They try to check a bitch like they check a trap. Right here. And they'll also raise their voice. I done told you now, if you didn't do the last time that you did this, you jive turkey, you stupid stinking bitch over there, you musty armpit under the bra ass bitch. I told you to go down there. I done told y'all. I told you to go down there, you stinking. Men think this is masculine way to deal with women. Especially men from the Midwest. These po-pimping ass ninjas. You know those po-pimping ninjas that wear hats cocked to the side and nice big baggy suits? All right, hold on for a second. I'll show y'all. All right. Let me see here. We'll show you right here. I can't show you the video.
Do you wanna ride in the backseat of a caddy? Chop it up or do or die. Do you wanna ride in the backseat of a caddy? Chop it up or do or die.
7LPM, fly love to them hoes in the BM, sipping C-Grim, showing all the weak stem, touching all my foul fam. Moving to the back so I can see who beeping this pole pimp. Free to the phone with a slow limp, in the trip out shit it with 312-762 win. 3-line connection, some rest that wanted affection. Let's bring the weed, we got the drinks you need, and plus we strapped with 2 protections. I put the phone in the hook, then I pause for a minute, cause I forgot why I met the hoe. And the fact that I forgot make my hoes wanna snap, I straight up check the hoe. Really dope till they crib.
Oh, do you wanna ride in the backseat of a caddy? Chop it up and do or die.
Right. Hold on, I can't show you the video because they gonna give me a copyright. All right, they gonna give me a copyright. But here we go right here. Where the video at? All right, here we go. Let me see here. Oh, wait. All right, here they go right here. I gotta turn it down because they gonna give me a copyright. These ninjas right here. These ninjas right here. These ninjas right here. All right, shout out to Do or Die. I know them ninjas probably, these ninjas probably in jail. But, you know, niggas like this. They think they super cool and they got the pimping and the ism. The pimping and the ism. And I be bit my bitch in check. And I put the bitch in check. And I flick it and I get that check. I check my trap and I take that bitch and the drive tuck it. All right, anyway. These niggas right here. These type of guys. It's the pipology. The pipology. Get in the Cadillac truck. Get in the Cadillac truck. All right, anyway. Shout out to everybody in Chicago. Or wherever the fuck they're from. Alabama. Yeah. Here you go right here. Same type niggas when they hoes get home and they didn't have the money.
You come back. You know your ass was gonna be fucking up on me. Why the fuck you came back to me? Please answer that. Please answer that. Please. Please answer that. If you know you gonna still be fucking with the nigga you left, why in the fuck did you come back?
Oh, man. All right. Yo, the pimping ain't easy, bruh. Pimping ain't easy. Pimping ain't easy. Oh, it's terrible, man. Terrible time, but it's tough schooling you guys. Let me do one more thing here. I'll do some super chats. I'll do some super chat. I done told you, bitch, why you got the trick out there. I told you to make you sure you suck this dick with the condom. Now I gotta come in here and eat and bust nuts in you. I gotta follow you, you bitch. All right, niggas like this. Man, stop arguing with women. It's a feminine trait, guys. Women don't respect you arguing with her. They actually, some women consider it foreplay. But these are broken women, by the way. These are broken women. And you guys grew up seeing this. You were playing basketball on the playground and you saw the pimp checking the hole. You're like, oh, damn, I want to be him one day. And then this is you. You don't realize when you get home to his dirty, dingy apartment, okay, with his 3 whores, that he be crashing out on them all the time after they get down to the middle of the bottle with a Henny. All right? They didn't drink Henny. She didn't spill liquor. Bitch, I told you not to spill liquor all on my goddamn. That's alpaca. That's alpaca. You blot that shit. You don't wipe it, you blot it. Oh, these bitches ain't shit. They can't hold their liquor. All right, they get on a little bit of Hennessy and get some weed in these bitches. I told you to blot that shit. That's alpaca. Oh, he a pimp. I want to be that one day. Keep these hoes in check. So you got to keep these hoes in check. All right, or they'll run all over you. All right, anyway, let me get to these super chats. Ninjas are mad at me right now. See, he ain't got the pimping. Where we at here? We got our brother here. It is BBM Young Diesel with the sponsorship. Shout out to you.
I'm rich, bitch.
BBM Young Diesel says, original Coach Gang member from 2018. He says, whenever you pivot, I'm with you, big dog. The amount of content you make minus AdSense is crazy work. Money mindset, hashtag free agent lifestyle and money mindset for life. Yes, indeed. It's that time. The amount of, dude, I've made content on this platform for the better part of 4 years with no AdSense. It don't make sense. All right, but I had to do what I had to do to survive that because it was an adpocalypse for me. You're absolutely right. It was an adpocalypse. It was like, whoa, very unanticipated move. Well, it's really since 2022. All right, I got demonetized twice initially, 2021 and 2022. And yeah, I'm missing a couple $1 million. Couple of $1 million from those demonetizations. So I had to find a way to survive and move around until I got on stable ground a little bit. I had to get through the lawsuit with my son. I had to get through that issue. I had to get through some other issues financially. Yeah, I had to weather that storm because, yeah, having no AdSense money was treacherous. It was treacherous. It was treacherous territory. It was almost could have done me in. So I had to find a way around that. And now that I've done that and got stable and got my son committed to college and all that, it's time for me to get after it. Shout out to our brother Rodney We're going to call you Rodney O. And Joe Cooley says, why you over there playing? That beat was a banger. You got me dancing in this bitch. I think that was to give me the likes. All right, to give me the likes. All right, yes, indeed. That beat was a banger. Shout out to our brother. It is the Ko-Fi supporter. Says just showing support. Thanks for the word. You keep it real. You keep it real. In the field. A man supporting men. You ain't lying, CGA. I met 2 women off a sugar daddy website. One I still deal with, tells her mom and best friend about our dates and bedroom activities. The other said I was going to get talked about in a group chat in a good way. They be sharing, bruh. He says, LOL. It's real. Gentlemen, another bit of advice. If a woman goes out to meet you, she has told somebody who you are. Not only she told somebody, she has sent that person a picture of who you are. Ladies, let these guys know. Let these guys know. So you're not a secret. Now, this woman's a secret to you. So much so that if you niggas went to her house and you disappeared and got chopped up, they wouldn't even know where to start. They would have to trace your cell phone. Right here. They wouldn't even know where to start. Who was she meeting with? I don't know. And you knew this woman for 2 whole years. You've been in her guts raw for 2 whole years and nobody knows about her. Your homeboys don't know. She your freak of the week. Nobody. She got to your house, dropped the pin, sent them the location, sent them a picture of who you are, screenshotted your text messages. She then gave it to at least one other person, primarily her girlfriend or something like that. But men, on the other hand, she your sneaky link. They wouldn't even know where to start, and you've been piping this woman down for years. They wouldn't even know where to start if you disappeared. That's how different men and women are when it comes to this particular dating and romancing game and all this shit. And don't let it be a woman you've meeting for the first time. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. All right. But guys, I've been on a call with a woman that was in another state, and her mama was there. That's at the junior college. Her mama was there when we was doing the Zoom, when we were doing the FaceTime. She was like, oh, my mom just showed up. I was like, is she in the room? She was like, yep. Right. So going back to what we said earlier, what you guys think about the JUCO, you guys are the last to know. These women and their mamas been doing it, and these girls tell their mamas they doing it. Yeah. I have a JUCO that the brother drops her off, right? And the brother be like, oh, damn, I want to be just like him one day. So the brother knows. It ain't a secret to him. The brother knows, the met me, dap me up, all of that shit. He was like, I want to be just like you one day. But men out here thinking this is be going around the corner. Bitches is coming out of the woodworks like, oh, this is something, it's illegal. No, it's not. Everybody knows they're doing it. The only people who don't is these niggas, or the dudes. Dudes the only ones that don't get it. Huh? What? This is terrible. We need to put a stop to this Sharia law. I have another one that had a sister, another chick. She was 20 years old. I tell you about this on Locals. So she lived with her sister. I was like, oh, really? Damn. Her sister's got a husband. And I asked her, I was like, how did you start at the JUCO? She said, my sister told me about it. I was like, the same sister that has a husband that you live with? She was like, yep. Do the math. Do the math. It's just an evil world we live in out here. Guys, once you're on the dark side, press 1 if you're on the dark side out here, brothers. Press 1 if you're on the dark side. So her sister was doing it before she was doing it. And guess what? She got wifed. So a lot of guys will be like this. I can't believe guys are wifing girls like this. I'm like, you guys are so dumb. The stuff, and thank God for me talking about this. You men are so dumb, it's ridiculous. Why would a girl like that want to get married? They don't want to do this forever, bruh. They don't even want to date forever, let alone be at the JUCO forever. It's not a forever plan. Them women have a goal in mind. Okay, by 26, I'm going to be married. Okay, that didn't work. All right, by 30. So it's one of these things that dudes are so dumb. They just think one-dimensionally. All right, men are dumb. Men are dumb thinkers. I mean, you're very smart. Like, that is an advantageous skill to be a one-dimensional thinker because it allows you to be a construction worker for 25 years. It allows you to do the same thing, okay? It allows you to do the same thing over and over again for 20 years. It makes us men. It makes you put on your fucking hard hat and your goddamn reflective jacket and your jeans and your steel toe boots and go out there for 25 years pointing at shit and looking through things through a telescope and writing shit down and stacking blocks. And like, this is a very advantageous tool to have. It's similar to women. Women's emotions, for us, it's terrible. They're emotional, but in many circumstances, it's highly beneficial, not only to them, but to us and their children. It could be a beneficial thing for women to be emotional. But to us, it's like, so everything is a positive and a negative. Now, here's the thing. Men, since you're one-dimensional thinkers, I can say something like this. I can say, well, the guy that is lean and ripped, women wouldn't like as much as the guy who has a normal body. Now, the evidence is there. The women tried to tell you, and everybody knows this that has been ever lean and ripped. They'll tell you too. But what men will do is they'll hear, this is what men hear, because they're one-dimensional thinkers. Men hear, no women like the lean and ripped guy. They only like the regular body guy. That's what men hear. Because they're it's either black or white. It's either or. There's no gray area with these men. They only hear, no woman likes the lean and ripped guy, and the only guy that they like is the regular body guy. That's what men hear. There's no wiggle room. So the scenario is she can only like one or the other. That's what men hear. She can only like one or the other. She can't like them both, or she can't like one more than the other. No, I see lean to rip guys, women flirting with them all the time. That doesn't mean. So you heard that they don't have any interest in that guy. That's not what I said. I didn't say they didn't have any interest. I said if there's a preference, they would prefer this one over this one. This is the same thing as if I say there's younger women that like older men. No, they don't. What they heard was if women like younger men, if women like older men, they can't like any younger guys. That's how they think women work. Okay, Coach said there's women who are younger who like older men. In his mind, because he's on the spectrum, he's autistic, and he's a one-dimensional thinker, he says, well, if she likes older men, she excludes all younger men. That's what men hear. And they're ready to argue as soon as they hear that. Now, you spectrum niggas, let me get this straight. Let me explain to this. Just because a woman likes older men, that doesn't mean she doesn't like younger guys. It doesn't mean she excludes all younger guys. Similarly, interracial conversations. Just because a white woman dates a black guy doesn't mean she excludes all white guys. See this? She can still date black guys and still date white guys. Some do exclude, some don't. This is why this space, I've been in this space. This is why guys get triggered by stuff that I say. Because they have an exclusion policy when it comes to preferences. When it comes to anything, men, women, whatever the conversation is, they think one excludes. Because there's a preference for one, it excludes all others. No, they like young men with stamina and ab muscles and pookies only. No, listen. No. Okay, so they like that guy. Does that mean they'll never be with a 55-year-old guy? That doesn't mean that. Does that mean they'll never be with a beta male? No, that doesn't mean that. That means they prefer that. Then when they don't prefer it anymore, they go to some other option. He said they're not mutually exclusive. Yeah, but this is how men in this space have operated for far too long. And I'm trying to bring as much balance as possible by saying, yeah, there's a bunch of girls that like older guys. That doesn't mean they won't date younger guys. It doesn't mean that. But in your world, you heard that. That's what you heard. You heard that, or you drew that own conclusion based on, I said, there's a bunch of young girls that love older men. They lick my gray beard. Man, that's not true. I see younger girls with young guys all the time. So what? Does that mean what I said is not true? That still can be true. Anyway, this is what we do here. This is what we do. But men think because a woman's a good girl, she can never have been a whore. Also, men think that a woman is a good woman. She can't be a whore in the same day. Yes, she can. She could be a good girl in the morning and a whore by night. She could be a good girl at 9 a.m. and a whore at 10 a.m. She could be a good girl at 7 p.m. and a whore at 3 in the morning. Same woman. She could be a good girl to CGA and a whore to you. They live on a spectrum. But men are one-dimensional. I want a good girl only. That don't exist. It don't exist. Sorry. This is not how people work. This is not. Now, men tend to work one-dimensionally because you're one-dimensional thinkers. You can't think outside the box. This is why you have one job for 25 years. Niggas is a cog. You a bot. All right? I'm going to be a good guy the whole time, and she's going to recognize I'm a good guy. And then you wait till the bitch recognize you. Because men are one-dimensional. They can only have one path. So Pookie is always Pookie. Ray Ray's always Ray Ray. Educated lame is always educated lame. MGTOW red pill rager is always a red pill rager. You're never going to grow out of it. Then you just wait for the woman to come in to your bot ass. Because men are one-dimensional. They cannot think outside of that dimension, that box. I have a wife, and she was my high school sweetheart. You see, nigga boxed in like this. All right? And you got to find a woman like that. Okay, your audience is full of single people that are 35 and a whole bunch of divorced people. You're a high school sweetheart wife that you only fucked her for the last 18 years. None of your viewers are that guy. Do you have any advice on this? In the box. Can't think outside of that bitch. Anecdotal evidence. Well, my marriage and my wife can't think outside the box. Game guys. Stuck. Cold approach. Cold approach. Cold approach. Game guys cannot think outside the box. They only deal with skeezers and whores, boxed in on cold approach. In New York City, well, in New York City, I don't live in New York. Well, I could do the same thing in LA. Cold approach. Okay, come to Newport Beach. Game. Cold approach. Ninjas be in one goddamn box. They can't cross over at all. Right? They can't come out of that box. So this is why the manosphere diced up in all of these boxes. Why? They're all one-dimensional approaches. I'm the only one that has a multi-dimensional approach to marriage, single, JUCO, monk mode. I literally can get you to survive in whatever choice you make. You want to get married? Okay, I'll tell you what you can do, what happens when you get married. Okay, you want to date girls on Tinder? I'll tell you. You're going to date a lot of fat single mothers. Go ahead. You're in college? Boss up. You want to go monk mode? Cool, monk mode. 90 days, 6 months, 2 years. You want to go to the JUCO? Go to the JUCO. Fine. I'm one of the only ones that has a multi-dimensional approach. So if you came over here, no matter what your strategy, you want to date girls, you want to be a player. Okay, been there, done that. You'll do that for 3 years tops and you'll get tired of it. But, all right, let's go be a player. Been a player before. I'm booking these hoes. I got another one coming through. I'm just that man, you know what I mean? You catch your first goddamn bout of gonorrhea, you're going to be like, ooh. I got you, bro. I got you. You want to be a player? I'm going to be a player for life. Fuck these hoes. I'm going to be a player. I'm going to be a player. You're going to get your first pregnancy scare, and you're going to go, oh, shit. One girl's going to puncture your tires. All of a sudden, you're outside, bitch, burning your car.
Look what she did to my car.
Yep.
What the bitch did to my car?
Then you're going to get tired of it, and you're going to be like, okay, what's next? What's next? Got you. I knew that player shit was going to last just for a little bit. It was fun while it lasted. Okay, don't get married to the last skeezer, all right? It's cool. You got a girl that got pregnant on you. Now you asking me, coach, well, what do I do? Okay, that player shit was cool for a minute, yeah? Now you got a couple bitches pregnant. Okay, yeah, so now what? Your ass about to get graped over the coal for the next 18 years of child support. So get ready for that, nigga. So this is what I'm saying. Yep, the sex gets boring. You're like, oh, God. When you're a player and you start having all this indiscriminate sex, you're going to at some point get numb to it. It's going to be numb. It's going to be empty. Much of the women will get more out of it than you do, and it's going to not seem free anymore. It's going to seem like time consuming, and you got to listen to her bullshit. You're like, damn, bruh. And then you're going to be exhausted. You're going to get tired of going to sleep at 1 a.m. and getting up for work at 6:30, missing gym appointments, changing your sheets and pillowcases. Okay, sweeping up hair so the other bitch doesn't see the hair, wearing condoms. She'll get more pleasure from the sex than you will. You just be like, all right. Because you done bang 3 girls a week. 3 girls in a week. Dick ain't going to know no difference. It's going to be like, all right. But y'all come on here bragging, I'm a player. I'll be out here banging. Okay, yeah, that's going to last for a little bit. Go enjoy it. Get that shit out, man. Get that venom out. Do whatever. And most of these girls going to be slump busters and booger wolves. None of these girls are going to be hot, supremely attractive, women that you want to keep around. They're all going to be pump and dump, women that you don't really care for, women that are on the fringe, something somewhat wrong with them, somewhat cockeyed, somewhat goofy. They're never going to be the woman you want. They're only going to be the woman you can get. You'll get tired of that, bro. You'll get absolutely tired of that. That shit gonna last for 3-5 years. Maybe when you turn 32, you might grow out of it. They're never gonna rarely ever be the woman you want. It's gonna be the woman you can get, because that's what your goal is. So go for it, bro. Knock yourself out. Okay? You'll get tired. You won't even feel it no more. You'll be numb. You might not even be able to come anymore. Like, you might not. Sometimes men will deal with erectile dysfunction, or they won't even be able to orgasm. You'll be drilling that woman to the mattress, thinking of every other woman but that woman that's underneath you, to try to finish, because you're not into her. You're not barely attracted to her. So you got to think up other women so you can finish. You'll be pounding her ass to the mattress. She'll be thinking, oh, he must really like me. But the only way you can finish is to do something extreme. And that's because that shit has gotten old. It was fun for a bit. It's gotten old. Pumping and dumping and finding new holes and sourcing them and cold approaching them and trying to get the next lay is going to get old. All right, but enjoy it, man. And then you're going to have to find something else to do. What else do I do after this? What is life after this? Am I just going to keep pumping and dumping different women? It's going to get old. And you're going to look at it and know you're going to get, that's if your ass don't end up in jail or on child support or domestic violence or got your car burned up, or she stole something. That's if. So the next thing you'll do is you'll go commit to one woman. I'll just commit to one woman. It's much easier. And then you'll get paid, and then you'll get married, and that bitch be the one that divorce you. She be the one that divorce you and treat you like shit. Because then you just be like, I'll just hop over to simping and treating a woman nice. Guess what that woman does? She makes you pay for all them years you was a player. The woman who you thought was the nice one. I'll just be nice to her. Fuck all the rest of these hoes. I don't need no more hoes. I had enough vagina. Then you be nice to her. She the one cheat on you. That's the one. Why? Because you led with nice. You tried to nice your way up and you got tired of that player shit. And then you went over there to be nice to her ass. And that's the one that makes you pay for pumping and dumping all these other hoes. She's the one that's going to give you the most problems. Press 1 if you can relate to what I'm saying. I'm not some of these guys that hasn't been on all of these sides of. I've been and walked all sides of this manhood, woman stuff, relationship. I've been on all sides. The tricking, the pimp. I did everything but the pimping, but I've actually been close to it enough to know I wouldn't last very long doing it. And I've been around hoes, so yes, that's not impressive to me. I've been married. I've been divorced. I've been in the courts. I've done everything. I've never domestically violated a woman. So I've never been in domestic violence court, but domestic violence court is part of family court, so I've seen that. Okay. I've been around the block, man. Don't think I was just in one little box like you. Player shit is a short-term game. It's not a long-term strategy at all. Cold approaching, running around, lying to women, sneaking around. All right, talking to girls on the phone while your bitch is in you in the bathroom talking to the other bitch. Oh, I got to make a call. Hold on for a second. I got to make a call. You in the garage. All right, bitch, I told you not to come over till 9 o'clock. And then you got to kick the other girl out. Bitch, you got to go. All right, I don't want to leave now. Why you kicking me out, daddy? Bruh. That's going to get old, man. Trying to text the bitch, trying to text the other bitch after you done had sex with the other one. She in the bathroom pissing. You text the other girl so you don't let too much time go by so she don't ask you who you with. Man, save your energy, bruh. You can't keep that up. You can't keep that up. You're not going to live to 40 keeping that up. You're not even going to make it to 40 doing that. I don't care if you never get married. I guarantee you, you won't be doing that at 40. if you're doing that at 23 right now. If you're doing that at 27, I guarantee you won't make it to 40 doing it. I'll bet you a steak dinner, you will not do that until 40. So you better learn something else, because you're going to get tired of that. Okay, you're going to get tired of that. So you better learn something else as a man and another strategy. But that Pookie Ray Ray player, I'm the guy game, that shit is going to last for about 3 to 5 years, tops. Maybe from 20 to 30, maybe. But then you're going to have to go get a job. Now, the worst guys I see doing this are men doing this all the way until their 40s and 50s. And they haven't improved their quality of life one bit. Now you're going to look sad out here. Ain't nothing worse than a 40 or 50-year-old man doing that shit. How sad are you, bruh? How sad are you, Mr. Sunglasses in the indoors? You're going to look like the biggest cocksucker to ever exist at 40 and 50, running around with the Mackin. You're going to look shit. You're going to look terrible. Matter of fact, how many people that you know pimping like that? They just pimp for about 2 or 3 years. They pimp for about 2 or 3 years. They don't be pimping until they 40 and 50 and 60. There have been some, but most don't. They'll pimp for 2 years, 3 years, tops, and move on to something else. Now they a security guard. Now they play the bass guitar in church. They become a Christian, a cult leader, a religious sycophant, a pastor, deacon. They don't pimp until 35. They pimp for until 27, and now they on the church board organization, deacon clap cheeks. Now they pimping in the pulpit. He said they an AAU referee. Facts. With they slick back hair and they referee uniform, AAU referee. Facts. P.S. said they become an AAU referee. Oh. Facts. They become an AAU coach. Facts. Facts. This is an absolute fact. This is not long-term endeavor, so I'm always trying to counsel you. Okay, that cold approach shit, great. All right, what's going to happen when you grow up? What happens when you have to grow up? Now you a cold approach nigga that approaching mothers at an AAU game in between timeouts. How's your cold approach at 27 with no degree, no job, no qualifications, no certifications? Now you out here trying to tell me about all the AAU mammies that you spanking, that you cold approaching in between timeouts. All the moms you're fucking as the Snoop Dogg's Steelers football coach for Pop Warner. You're going to look pathetic. Nigga, you just a referee, nigga. You just a mall security guard, nigga. You just a flashlight cop, G. You're going to sound crazy. All right? You're going to sound crazy to me.
Do you have the stomach to watch a girl that you really love? To watch some motherfucker that got more money than you, that's more handsome than you, that's built more better than you? Fuck your bitch for a fee? Anybody can fuck my bitch if the price is right. She happy to go get it.
Men, life is long. All these phases we go through in this space, trying to coach people over to, they're only for a short amount of time. But the free agent lifestyle is for life. For life. The free agent lifestyle is for life. You could be a free agent for life. Right? You could be a free agent for life. You could ride that shit till the wheels fall off. You could be a passport bro for a long time. Well, that shit gonna wear you out. Them miles gonna catch up on you, but you could be one. All right? Hopping from country to country to country, but yeah. Shout out to our brother Jordan Peterson. Says, I was watching Martin with my dad and noticed the song I liked. So I Shazammed it. He says, saw it was If I Ever Fall in Love by Shy. I end up listening to the whole album and come to find out, these are the songs that you stay singing. Yep. He says, hey, keep introducing these hits to us young heads. He says, I tried making some sweet love to this song, but the girl ain't feeling it. Oh, the girls, they'll learn. He says they wanted the baby. Give this tragic mulatto the buzzer. Yes, indeed. Women today are different. They like to fuck the Future and the baby and Jeremiah. All right, but yeah, some of these women, they deal with pookies, man. That comes from their pookiphilia. Like if a woman wants to get banged out to rap, you know she gets banged out by pookies. That's how she introduced herself to sex. Shout out to Cognac Boy, says, I got 50-50 custody because of CGA's game. Thank you. Still tuning in daily. Slap these bitch ass ninjas. Congratulations. Let's go. Shout out to our brother getting 50-50 custody. He learned. Thank you for paying it back, brother. But shout out to you right there. All right. 50-50 custody listening to me. Don't tell me that I'm not giving people the information that they needed. Couple more super chats and I'm going to end with a video. Yeah, flatbacks love EDM. Shout out to our brother Jones G. I believe women are incapable of unconditional love. They are built for survival mode only. Inexperienced dudes crash out when they have no idea of the unremorseful spirit they attach themselves to. Boss up, ninja, and focus on you. Keep teaching CGA. These are just facts. But yes, yeah, the unremorseful spirit is right. Like by the time they've done their dirt, all they're going to do is blame you. And they will feel no pain about what they did to you. All right, if you ever, and women have their reasons for feeling this, and one of the reasons why is something that I preach to you, they never leave. They don't leave on the first time you might have violated them or made them feel bad. They don't leave that the first time you yell at them. Not even when you hit them the first time do they leave. All right, they will put up with years of bullshit from you, and then finally, they will do dirt on you. They will not feel a goddamn thing. And you will believe, like, most of the time, you'll be unaware of the things you're doing. Maybe she gave you a hint. They're very passive aggressive. They never really tell you. All right, sometimes they do tell you. But by the time, like, there's an article that actually was talking about this. They don't cheat because they fall out of love with you. They kind of cheat for revenge, like, which is another feminine trait that men come on my space and I try to rebuke that spirit. You want to get revenge on women? You're crazy. Don't waste your time, bro. But yeah, by the time they do their dirt on you, they won't feel shit. And you will be like, damn. Like, women are the only ones that will take your kids from you. I want you to think about that. Overwhelmingly, 93, 97% of children that are alienated from their parent is going to be from woman to man. They will take your kids from you as a means to hurt you, mostly because you wouldn't put up with her bullshit. Let's just say that. They don't never have a legitimate reason. Oh, you cheated on me. Oh, that's not a legitimate reason to take a man's kids. They will have no remorse for this act, which is one of the most evil acts that you can do to someone. Take your seed away from you or turn your seed against you. They're the only ones. Men don't do shit men rarely do shit like this because they like, oh, that's the mom. Like, I wouldn't do that. In fact, most men are happy with 50-50 custody. Most women think this is punishment. That's how crazy the game is. Men like, this guy just said, I got 50-50 custody, meaning that the other parent is going to be involved with the kid just as much as he, and he won. So did the kids. A woman is going to think, I can't. I showed you a video of a woman crashing out. The judge gave her 50-50 custody, gave the father 50-50 custody, and she went crazy. 50-50. He didn't even take all the custody from her. He said, no, you guys are going to share. These are both of your kids. And she crashed out. See, this is what I'm telling you guys. I don't care about these women and correcting their behavior. That is the unremorseful spirit of what you're dealing with. And in her mind, there's a legitimate reason. Well, he got a new girlfriend and I don't like her. That doesn't matter. That should not matter. That's your problem. That's not your kid's problem. And that is not the father's problem. He broke up with me. He cheated on me. That doesn't mean he can't be a father. I'm going to say this again. Just because he cheated on you does not mean he can't no longer be the father. That's between you and him, not the kids. He still gets to be a father, but these bitches will make you jump through hoops and hurdle. Well, he broke up with me and he made me do, so he doesn't get to be a father. He got to go through me as a parent. Guys, this is evil beyond explanation. And they do it all the time. And you guys have to fight through the bullshit. And some guys just give up. And when you give up, see, he didn't want to fight through it anyway. Okay, this is unremorseful evil. And unfortunately, I keep having to preach this. And you make me the problem like I caused it. All right, I didn't cause this bullshit. In fact, women cheat almost more, if not more than men. I never hear one time a man say, I took the kids from her because she cheated. Have you ever heard this? Have you ever heard this? You have never heard this. Does not exist on the other side. And women cheat all the time. Married women cheat all the time. Well, you forced me to cheat. So you've never heard one guy said, I'm taking these kids. Why? Well, you cheated on me. Never. Never. But in their world, it can happen because they have all these tropes and all of these things that they exist where the man is just an evil guy. And because he was bad, he does no longer get to be a father. Yeah, just wait. Glenn Beck says, damn, you're Gordita. Tuesday. Daystream cooked. Appreciate you. Shout out to you, man. I was cooking with hot fish grease. And G Money says, Coach, glad to see you making moves on Twitch. I'm about to dominate in my business and nobody will be able to do anything about it. He said this was planned years ago. Don't you love when a plan comes together? G Money, let's get it. That's when you know you about to dominate and they can't stop you. All right, I let y'all try to stop me and I just let here and just float on. But it's too late. And G Money said, that's a co-sponsorship. Shout out to you, G Money. Here's a video from a TV show called Your Friend and Neighbors. I might get a copyright from it, but we'll play it and I'll delete it from the stream. But let's play it here. Take a look at this video, gentlemen. Does it explain what you guys fear about marriage, relationships, and being a man?
You land a job right out of college in a major firm. You're just another cog in a very large wheel, but you got your foot in the door. You get a shitty apartment in the city that you can barely afford because you know the money will come. You get married because, you know. And she moves into that shitty apartment. You're dead broke, but there's two of you now. You're in it together, and that feels good. Side note, no one will ever fuck you the way she did in that shitty apartment. Including her. So you work your asses off and you dig yourselves out. Well, it's not exactly canned food and stuff. And then when you're feeling good about things, when things are, you know, copacetic, you have the first kid. You buy a house 30% down, 30-year jumbo at 4.5%, and years after you bought the place, you look up and realize that you've gotten there, to that hallowed plateau where for the first time you can actually afford your own life. And in that mystical nexus where you seem to have wrangled life and all of its infinitely complex challenges into submission, that's generally where you will find your wife of 18 years in your bed with one of your closest friends.
Yeah, gentlemen. The name of the show, Your Friends and Neighbors. Your Friends and Neighbors. Yes, sir, gentlemen. You knew it was coming.
Oh, the humanity.
Shout out to you. I know you got all caps. You got sniped, but I thank you, man. I saw that. Yes. Just like that. And that's the marriage wheel, gentlemen. That's the marriage wheel. What did you see? Connection phase. He said, this woman will not fuck you any better than she did when you were in that broke apartment. Facts. When you're coming up, honeymoon phase. Investment phase. You saw investment phase. Children. The house. Moving up. Then you saw the bait and switch. Working longer hours. Is this all worth it? Do we have enough? Now you see the bait and switch. Okay. Now you go to the disengagement phase. All right. You go to the disengage. That movie, that summed up the marriage wheel right there. All right. That was the visual representation. And guys, yeah, man. You guys seen it right there. This is what I've been teaching you. Now, was the man perfect? No. Okay. Was the man perfect? Nope. All right. Let's see here. We got one of these this ain't nothing new type of guys here. Congratulations, guys. Be patient. If you are such an expert in the class, your job is to allow us to teach the new people, not to jump up here and be the expert. That's what I do. All right. Congratulations that you knew all of this. All right. But we don't like this ain't nothing new type of guys. All right. You're just as much as a beta male as anyone else. Congratulations. You knew this shit in the 1970s. Listen to the Doobie Brothers. Okay. But everyone else, there's some people who want this to reinforce. Some people want to learn. And if you just know all of this, why don't you start a YouTube channel? If you're so smart, why don't you start a YouTube channel and educate those people who need to know? Okay, that's what I say about this. And I see these comments, and I think I saw this comment from you earlier in the earlier show. And we don't let that go very far. Okay, we don't let you do that in here. Shout out for you. I'm the expert. I knew this guy. Thank you. And you said it earlier when we were talking about something else. Okay, so I don't like you guys that do that. And you're somehow trying to act like you know more than the other people here and even myself. Good. Go start a YouTube channel and contribute back this knowledge, if it's not so new, to someone else because they need the information. That's what I'll end on. And I'll check the super chats on the way out for you guys. And by the way, that guy has never super chatted me, which is odd. Never seen a super chat from the big mouth. Never seen a super chat from the this ain't nothing new guys. Well, where's your support? Oh, let me guess. That ain't nothing new. No support. How apropos, as they say. Somehow can't dig out $2 out of your wallet per stream. All right, but we also have our brother Nigel says, Coach, where can we learn all of this knowledge and game from? There's a classic example right here. It's new to him, right? And you can learn it here on our YouTube channel or in my books, The Evolution. The link is in the description box. You can go further to the Money Mindset and also the JUCO stream. You can get it there as well. All right. So all of the links are in there. Choose your weapon. Shout out to the Coach Gang. We'll be back tomorrow. Peace.